My name is Paula Lee, and my partner is Vera Jarman. We decided to do our paper on income and disability. We use variables such as mental and physical disability, age, race, gender, marital status, and education. We wanted to see if someone living with a disability, whether it be physical or mental, if it influenced their earned household income. Our data came from the American Community Survey that was done in 2016. This survey consisted of questions, and the participant answered the questions, and it was used to determine whether they had a disability, and if so, what type of disability did they have. I've learned in my readings that there are many types of disabilities, and examples are mental, deaf, and acquired brain injury and vision. We found that a good portion of our disabled population are unemployed, and if they do have a job, their hours are severely limited, which affects their income. And these people that do have a job are normally in the manual labor workforce, and you rarely find any in a higher position in the workforce, such as administrator, etc. Discrimination is also a problem with the disabled population. We learned that some employers, through the reading, that are not willing to provide the necessary tools to give these disabled workers the ability to do a job in their facilities. In 1990, the Americans with Disabilities Act became into law, and this law was used to and was supposed to prohibit and does prohibit discrimination against people with disabilities in all types of public life. But even with this law, disabled individuals still have discrimination towards them, whether in all aspects. We looked at education, and education, there's a lot of our disabled population never really finished high school, and neither did they acquire a higher education such as a bachelor's. Some things that stuck out to me in my readings, and were not part of the variables, but were interesting facts that did lead to working issues as well, was poor health and transportation. I didn't realize that a lot of these disabled populations have issues with getting around from point A to point B, and then with their lower income, their health is an issue, and if their health was in a better state, they would be able to more have a job than not. But the government is working toward helping in these two situations, making health care a little bit more accessible to these individuals, and also with transportation. Vera will now summarize our results and do our conclusion. Thank you.
In conclusion, we found that all of our independent variables in this study, including gender, age, marital status, living with a physical disability, living with a mental disability, and various levels of education, were determined to be highly significant in this model and are a strong indicator of how income can be affected. The overall significance of this study is found to be highly significant. Our null is rejected as income is not independent of disabilities, age, education, gender, and marital status. Not only does having a mental or physical disability negative affect the amount of income one may earn, so does an increase of age, earning an associate's, earning a high school diploma, and attending some college but without earning a degree. Also, females earn less, as well as being Asian and of Hispanic descent. We also learned that the population living with physical disabilities earn an astounding $28,857 less than those living without. We also found that those living with mental disabilities earned $24,910 less than those with people living without disabilities. It is important to understand the need for additional services and resources for the disabled community. Living with a disability can affect how one cares for themselves. They can have difficulty with communication, learning, mobility or moving around, difficulties making decisions, living independently, and being financially self-sufficient. It is important that we learn more about how income affects minorities, especially with disabilities, so that we can focus on possibly strengthening skills in major developmental areas, and for adults to increase services in the area to include proper training and activities to strengthen appropriate developmental functioning in areas of self-care, motivation, mobility, socialization, and also to protect their rights as a human being and also promote self-advocacy. As you can see, this project is very important, and I feel as if further research into the income discrepancy will be vital for all of our communities. Thank you very much.